Evening all. How you all doing? Afternoon, evening. It's a bit late there. Welcome to Saturday evening's party quiz brought to you by Vincent's Kitchen Quiz on Facebook Live, on YouTube, and now on our own website. You're all very, very welcome. So we've got a quiz between now and 10, and then after that, welcome to hang around for a few tunes on our website with Name That Tune. Some wonderful numbers this evening. We'll have an interlude. Fingers crossed that when we break the feed for a few minutes to get you guys all kind of musicked up, drinked up, that we'll get back on after the quiz. We're going to break it in two, so we're going to do the quiz 9 until 10. You're all very welcome, and then we'll do some Name That Tunes fastest finger on the website, because Facebook and YouTube don't like music, as you know. Hey Jeremy, hi everybody on our various channels. You're all very welcome. The rules are dead simple. The rules are really, really simple. Apart from you need to know the answers. No, you don't. It doesn't matter whether you know the answers or not. It's the fact that we're able to forget. Hi Paul, barking mad as ever in Leicester and Antrim. Hi Parker House. Hi Alison, Joanne, Sandra, Jackie, Jimmy, comfortably dumb, Pete, loyal as ever. These are all as mad as I am. So this evening's party quiz, what have I got in store for you? You're waiting on your team man in DC, Rome and Longford to join. Yep. Great for the Thunderbroads. We've got 3 famous Davids, 3 famous fashion brands. Everything's famous here. 3 Latin body parts. Well, they're body parts, but in Latin. Sandbaggers, Belfast and Coleraine, you're very welcome. 3 famous drinks named after places. Hi Andy. We've got a picture round, 14 famous actors who never won an Oscar. You'll be surprised at some of them. Then we'll do some connections. We've got 3 this evening, just a little taster of connections on our quizzy quiz on a Friday evening. You get a full course. This evening, Saturday, you just get a tidbit, just a little bit of tantalising connections. 3 famous missing from 4s. 3 famous exes, 3 artists who went solo, you can't hear them, and then we'll finish with 14 tunes. The theme for our tunes this evening, international artists, international. So we'll come on to that in due course. So the rules are really simple, no cheating, no Googling, and the golden rule, no answers on the feed. There it is right in front of you. So if you're new to the quiz, you're especially welcome. And the golden rule is if you get all excited and know the answer, just scribble it down with your teammates near and far. There you go. Couldn't be any easier. Just sit back, kick back, enjoy. Slunch. So we should get going. It's 3 minutes after 9. I'm late already. How you all keeping? Are you doing okay? Are you hacking this lockdown version 3 part 2 or whatever it is? Look after yourselves. And at least for the next hour or so, you can preoccupy your mind with figuring out my nonsense. 3 famous Davids. Every question is worth a point. We've got a total of 54 points up for grabs this evening. At the end of every round, share your team name, where you're from and how well you're doing. Don't be shy. Oh, if you're watching my personal Facebook page, either go to the website, number 1 choice, YouTube, or Vincent's Kitchen Quiz, so I can get your comments, because I can be in 3 places at once. I can't be in 4. So I can't be on my personal Facebook page. Some people were, so Thunderbroads have all checked in. There you go. I knew there was a reason I was behind. 3 famous Davids. Join in the crack. Join in the banter. Welcome to our quiz community at Vincent's Kitchen Quiz. Still going strong 10 months on. There you go. Oh, and we're almost at £2,000. We may have broken £2,000 on our donations to NI Hospice and St Vincent de Paul. And thank you to all of you, because this is all free, who've donated to our charities and this little project so we can keep moving along. There you go. 3 famous Davids. Famous David number 1, David Schwimmer's paleontologist character in Friends. David Schwimmer's paleontologist character in Friends. We set the scene last night with what's a paleontologist. You see, I'm always thinking ahead. So David Schwimmer's character in Friends is your famous David number 1. Hey, Billy and Mac Jacks. Hi, Isabel in San Diego. Famous David number 2. Your clues are life on Earth and the living planet. Is your famous David number 2. Life on Earth and the living planet. Is your famous David number 2. Hey, Jean. Hi, Amanda. Hey, Desi. Hey, Nilla. Hey, Sean, Stephen, Claire on Facebook. Hey, Johnny. Fantastic. Hey, Sev. And your famous David number 3. A metaphor for the bottom of the sea. A metaphor for the bottom of the sea is your famous David number 3. Hey, Charlie, Jean. So your famous David number 3, a metaphor for the bottom of the sea. Okay, keep sending your comments through on Vincent's Kitchen Quiz Facebook and YouTube, and definitely on our website. A safe haven. 4, 5 and 6, we mix it up a bit. 3 famous fashion brands. 3 famous fashion brands. Fashion brand number 1. This company was founded in Beaverton, Oregon in 1964. Its tagline is "Just Do It." Just Do It is your famous fashion brand formed in Beaverton, Oregon in 1964. Who would that be? Just Do It. When I look up, I'm looking at all my screens, so I'm not being rude, I'm paying attention. Okay, famous fashion brand number 2, or question 5. Originally founded as Wilsdorf and Davis in London in 1905, name this Swiss luxury watchmaker. A Swiss luxury watchmaker founded in London as Wilsdorf and Davis in 1905 is your famous fashion brand number 2. Evening, Deirdre. And your famous fashion brand number 3, or question 6. Everything's worth a point. Headquartered in Paris, the world's most valuable luxury brand. Iconic bags, for all you gents, would include Speedy Bag, Never Full bags, and the group, if it helps, also owns Hennessy Cognac. Name the world's most valuable luxury brand headquartered in Paris. Speedy Bag, looks like EasyJet, and Never Full bags. The group also owns Hennessy Cognac, if that helps. Name the world's most valuable fashion brand, high-end, Paris. There you go. It's a little bit quizzy, but Saturday nights is a little bit more entertainment-y, a bit more TV-y. movie-y, definitely tuney. Stick with quizzy for now. 7, 8 and 9. 3 body parts, corpus, but in Latin. So you translate the Latin into the body part. Latin body part number 1 is your nasus. Nasus. Your nasus. Give me your body part in Latin number 1. Your nasus. Where's that? Second body part in Latin would be your oculus. Your oculus. Oculus. In Latin. Your oculus. Where's that? Is your body part in Latin number 2. Your oculus. Nasus, oculus, and your tricky, quizzy, Latin-y body part number 3, your genu, Genu, your genu. Where's that in your body in Latin? Genu. So your nasus, your oculus, and your genu. 3 body parts, but in Latin. We did French last night, rather badly. Now we're doing Latin. You see the stuff you learn here? All for free. And then we'll finish round 1 with a bang. 3 famous drinks from 3 famous places. How's that? 3 famous drinks. Famous drink number 1. Your clues are slang for coffee and an Indonesian island. Slang for coffee and an Indonesian island is your famous drink derived from a famous place. Number 1. Coffee, Indonesian island. Number 1. Everybody picking up okay? I see my red stream is moved to yellow. I don't like this. Definitely don't like this. Okay, I think I'm back in the room. Some disruption on the airwaves. Okay, your final 3. Your final 3. Slang for coffee, Indonesian island. Second famous drink from famous places. Yep, we're back now. We're back in the room. A mineral water. A mineral water. Its source would be on the south shore of Lake Geneva. Give me this famous mineral water. Source, south shore, Lake Geneva. Number 2, a mineral water, Lake Geneva. Okay, I was panicking a bit there. And then your famous drink, number 3. your final question in round one. And if you're late tuning in, don't worry, we'll do a recap on all of round one. A distilled drink. A distilled drink. Nuala, is that better? A bit more, crank up the volume. Is that better? A distilled drink from the blue agave plant surrounding a Mexican city some 40 miles northwest of Guadalajara. Give me your distilled drink named after a place, the blue agave plant, in Mexico, near Guadalajara. Is your famous drink named after a place? Number 3. Okay, I feel you're off to a flyer. I just get that sense that you're good. Nuala, did that help? Okay, your recap on round one. So here you go, guys. Let's recap. Your famous Davids. David Schwimmer's paleontologist character in Friends is your famous David number 1. Life on Earth and the Living Planet. Famous David number 2. A metaphor for the bottom of the sea is your famous David number 3. Found it, and you were there, Martina. Well, then you've got a distinct advantage, if you remember. Beaverton, Oregon, 1964. Slogan, tagline, just do it. Originally founded as Wilsdorf and Davis in London, 1905. Give me this Swiss luxury watchmaker. Headquartered Paris, the world's most valuable luxury brand. Iconic bags include Speedy Bag, not Speedy Boarding, and Neverfull. The group owns Hennessy Cognac. And then your famous Latin parts. Naces, Oculus, Genu. And famous drinks named after places, respectively, slang for coffee, your Indonesian island, your mineral water, south shore of Lake Geneva, and your distilled drink from the blue agave plant surrounding a Mexican city about 40 miles northwest of Guadalajara, if that helps. So 12 points up for grabs, you party quizzers. We've got some great international tunes this evening. Okay, look, let's just focus on the now, shall we? Let's be mindful. Your answers to round one, good luck, and at the end of each round, please let us know on the website, preferably, on YouTube and on Facebook Live, how well you're doing. Good luck, guys. I'm rooting for you. Here you go. So there was your famous Davids. David Schwimmer, Ross Geller, you knew that. David Attenborough, of course you knew Life on Earth and the Living Planet. And did you figure out Davy Jones' Locker, bottom of the sea? Nike, Just Do It. Rolex, your Swiss luxury watchmaker, and the world's most valuable high-end luxury brand. Did you get Louis Vuitton? Naces, your nose. Oculus, your eyes. And Genu, your knee. Well done if you figured that out. Java, your coffee, Indonesian island. Evian, your mineral water, south shore of Lake Geneva. And tequila, as in sunrise, your Guadalajara blue agave drink. Distilled mind. So a nice gentle, well done, comfortably dumb, bargain mad, sandbaggers, everybody's off to a flare. Good. Well done. Round 2. You've got 14 points available for round 2. A picture round. My God, when I started this, I didn't even know how to do Facebook Live. Now we can do pictures, and there's more to come. Well done, Cashies. Well done. We're the McGilligan, Kira, we're all in this together. Good start. Carnegie Collective. Excellent start. So 14 famous actors. Well done, Kaiser's Crew. Well done, Billy and Connor. In the Cave. Let's get quizzical. 14 famous actors who never won an Oscar. Yep, 14. Some new, some old. All have one thing in common. They never won an Oscar. Number one. Who's this? Famous actor number two, who never won an Oscar. Who's this? Well done, Emma. Well done, Cora. Would you believe it? Never won an Oscar. Number three. Gosh, back in time. Famous. Never won an Oscar. Who's this? After four, we'll do five. A bit more modern. Never won an Oscar. Who's this? Remember, if you want to join in the banter, go to our website or Vincent's Kitchen Quiz Facebook page or YouTube. Website. Good place to be, particularly on a Saturday. Never won an Oscar. Who's this? Actor 6. A bit of a tester. A bit quizzy. We're good, Kira. I've unmuted. Who's this? Number 8. Never won an Oscar. Tricky mind. Good luck. Bit of a clue in the graphic. Again, sticking back with the oldies for now. Never won an Oscar. Famous mind. Everybody's famous here. Don't do obscure stuff. Number 9. Never won an Oscar. Wonderful movie. Who's this? Give you a bit of a hand here. I've even given you one of his movies. Never won an Oscar. Who's this? I'll be watching your spelling, mind. Only kidding. Never won an Oscar. Number 11. In my opinion, his finest hour. Who's this? "12 of 14. Never won an Oscar. Who's this?" Two to go. Never won an Oscar? This'll test you. Scene from a movie? Never won an Oscar? Quizzy mind? Who's this? And your final. Never won an Oscar. Great actor. You'll recognise him. Scene from a movie. But do you know it? Who's this? Never won an Oscar. Last of 14. Good luck. Okay, shall we do a very quick fly through? 14 actors or actresses who've never won an Oscar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, halfway point. Who's this? 7. Tricky. Actress, never won an Oscar. Clues in the image, if it helps. Who's this? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Unlucky for some. And actor who never won an Oscar, 14. Your final one. Who's this? Okay, so tidy up your answers between your nearest and dearest, nearest and farthest. It's good. It's good that we can keep in contact as a community and with your own families through this. It's good. So 14 points available. That would give you a running total potential of 26 points at the end of this round. So good luck. Here's your answers. There was a couple of tricky ones in there, but you're smart. Here we go. So, did you figure out William Dafoe? Did you get Bradley Cooper? I'm sure you did. I'm sure you got Marilyn Monroe. Did you remember James Dean? Did you get Saoirse Ronan? Viggo Mortensen from The Lord of the Rings? Idris Elba? Did anybody get Deborah Kerr from The King and I? The clue was in the map, if it helped. Michael's dad, Kirk, wonderful Kubrick, Paths of Glory. Woody Harrelson, out of 3 billboards. Brad Pitt, Burn After Reading. Sigourney Weaver, Alien. And did anybody get Rosemary Baby's Mia Farrow? Well done if you did. And Steve Buscemi from Coen Brothers, Fargo. So out of 26, you are flying. You are absolutely flying. 23, Parker House. 5 o'clock somewhere, 26. Lockdown haircuts, 26. Thunderbros, 26. Sandbaggers, 25. You see, you're smarter than the average Vincent kitchen quizzer. That's what yous are. Yous are smart. Round 3. Round 3 of 4. Round 3. Keep those scores coming in. Lovely to see everybody participating. Alison, we're all in this together. Bargain Mad on the website. This is Fandabadozy. If you're on Facebook Live, that's okay too. If you're on YouTube, please everybody subscribe to YouTube. We've got up to 520. The reason I keep banging that door and at the same time say go to the website, just subscribe to YouTube. That way our platform can generate some revenue. We've beaten every other matrix. Average time on our view is nothing short of incredible. If we get to 1,000 Facebook subscribers, we us start producing revenue. There you go. So just subscribe to YouTube. It's just click a button. It's free. Anyway, it's not a sales pitch. It's just do it for us. So go and subscribe to YouTube, but also at the same time, watch on our website. Round three of 4. Those scores are doing fantastic. Carnegie, 24. In the Cave, 22. Shamrock Solitude, 26. Kaiser's Crew, closely behind. The Home Aloners on 21. Houston, no problem. Definitely no problem. You have maxed out. Fantastic, guys. Thanks, Jen. Thank you. Super duper. Round 3 of 4. So, we do 3 connections. For those of you tuning in for the very first time, apart from being especially welcome, how do you play connections? What connects? You get 3 bits of information and you figure out what connects. So a little sample on this Saturday evening, January 16. 3 what connects. What connects? What connects Bill Clinton with a Serbian, former Yugoslav ladies tennis world #1 in the 90s player, with friends, as in, the paleontologist. So what connects Friends with Bill Clinton and a Serbian Yugoslav female tennis player, former world #1 in the 90s? Is your what connects? Number 1. Friends, Bill Clinton, and a former ladies tennis player who was world #1 in the 90s. Serbian, Yugoslav. Good luck with your connections. And Jeremy, you are on YouTube and you are hot to trot. Well done. So you okay with that? Bill Clinton, Serbian world #1 ladies tennis player in the 90s, and Friends. What connects number 2? What connects a group of insects? A group of insects with Volkswagen and a 1988 Tim Burton movie. A Tim Burton movie, a group of insects, and Volkswagen. VW. What connects number 2? Okay on the connections so far? Tim Burton, 1988 movie, Volkswagen and a group of insects. What connects number 3? What connects the main Allied battle tank in World War II? So the main battle tank of the Allied forces in World War II with a giant sequoia, the world's largest living single-stem tree, by the way, and an American Civil War general. Now there's a bit of a mouthful. What connects your American Civil War general with the giant sequoia, the world's tallest single-stem tree, with a battle tank in World War II? Is your what connects number 3? Okie dokie. Like the hi Anna, Hannah, Pauline, Kevin, Donna on Facebook Live. You're all very welcome to the website and subscribe to YouTube. 4, 5 and 6 in your penultimate round on your party quiz. Missing from famous fours. So we've got 3 bunches of famous fours with 1 omission. And you figure out what's missing. Famous four number 1. Famous for number one are independent countries or nations whose capital cities that is, begins with the initial W. So you're going to get three. Which one have I not given you? So three independent nations or countries whose capital cities begin with a W. So I'm going to give you Windhoek. Windhoek, jot these down. Don't worry about the spelling. Windhoek, there's four of them. Washington, D.C., Cora, Anne, Thunderbroads. And Warsaw, as in Lot, Poland. So I've given you Windhoek, I've given you Warsaw, and I've given you Washington, D.C. Which capital city in the world of an independent nation beginning with W have I not given you? Other than Windhoek, Washington, D.C., and Warsaw. Thanks, Cora. Capital city in the world beginning with a W, other than Windhoek, Warsaw, and DC. Is your famous missing from four number one? So have you danced round the globe figuring out a capital city of an independent nation beginning with a W? There's only four of them. Famous missing from four number two. You have to figure out what I'm talking about. I give you Carrie. I give you Charlotte, and I give you Miranda. What's missing from this famous four? Carrie, Charlotte, Miranda. Stick with the theme. Who's missing from famous four with one missing number two? Carrie, Charlotte, and Miranda. Who's missing? So welcome to our website. Those of you who are converts, every day you get On This Day now on the website, all free. We're thinking of competitions to run on the website to make it more attractive. So stay tuned. And who's missing from famous group of four number three? So you figure out the group, literally, and then who's missing. I give you Paul Hewson. I give you David Evans. And I give you Larry Mullen Jr. Who's missing? Larry Mullen Jr., David Evans, and Paul Hewson. Who's missing from this very famous four? Paul Hewson, David Evans. Gosh, who are those guys? Larry Mullen Jr., maybe? You'll kick yourself. Who's missing? Paul Hewson, David Evans, and Larry Mullen Jr. So, halfway point in your penultimate round. 7, 8, and 9. Famous exes. Famous exes. Famous ex number one. Famous ex number one. French, Belgian comic series about Gaulish warriors who took on the Roman Republic. Give me this French, Belgian comic series where the Gaulish warriors took on, head on, the Roman Republic. Is your famous ex number one? Comic series. French, Belgian, Gaulish warriors? Famous acts, number 1. Comic series. Famous acts, number 2. An African American Muslim minister, civil rights warrior, if you like, born 1925 in Omaha, Nebraska. Give me this African American Muslim minister, civil rights warrior, born 1925 in Omaha, Nebraska. Is your famous acts number 2? Okie dokie. Okay, with the old X's so far: French, Belgian, comic, Gaulish, African American, minister, civil rights warrior, 1925, Nebraska. Who's that? And your famous X number 3. Tricky, but you're smart. A 1969 drama movie. Main characters are Joe Buck and Ratso Ritso. This is the only, here's the connection, the only X-rated movie ever to win Best Picture. So the only X-rated movie ever to win Best Picture. Your clue is 1969 buddy drama, main characters Joe Buck and Ratso Ritso. 1969. The only X-rated movie ever to win Best Picture. Is your famous X number 3? Good question. Okay, Ratso Ritso, 69, X-rated movie. It won Best Picture. The only one. Okay, and your final 3 in round 3. Flying solo. You're going to get 3 solo artists who went solo. I'm looking for the bands they started with. Dead simple. Flying solo number 1. The bands, please. Or the groups. Beyonce. Started with Beyonce. Dead easy. Beyonce. Gwen Stefani, number 2. Easy. Gwen Stefani. Started with which group? And your flying solo number 3. Trickier. Belinda Carlisle. Heaven is a Place on Earth. Started with which group? Belinda Carlisle. Trickier. So Beyonce, Gwen Stefani, and Belinda Carlisle are your flying solo. Started with which bands, respectively, or groups, respectively? So there's your round 3 of 4. And after round 3, we'll do round 4, which is your tunes with a rather international feel this Saturday afternoon, evening, depending on where you are. Afternoon, San Diego. Afternoon, Connecticut. Afternoon, Vancouver. Evening, Akadui. Okay, so let's get a recap on round 3. So we were looking for your 3 connections. Your Bill Clinton connection with Serbian Yugoslav female tennis world number 1 tennis player of the 90s, and Friends, a group of insects, and Volkswagen, and a 1988 Tim Burton movie, the main Allied battle tank of World War II, connecting with the world's largest single stem tree, your giant sequoia, and your American Civil War general, World capitals beginning with W. I give you Windhoek, I give you Washington DC, I give you Warsaw, but I didn't give you where. Kerry, Charlotte, Miranda, who's missing? Paul Hewson, David Evans, Larry Mullen Jr., who's missing? Your French famous ex number one French-Belgian comic, the Gauls against the Roman Republic, and your African-American Muslim minister born 1925 in Omaha, Nebraska, and your famous ex number three. Give me the 1969 buddy drama movie starring Joe Buck and Ratso Rizzo, the only X-rated movie ever to win Best Picture. And going solo, the groups please, Beyonce, Gwen Stefani and Belinda Carlisle respectively. 12 points available in that round would give you a running total of would I be right in saying that would be 38 points available. So here you go. Good luck as we move into our final relaxing artists international theme coming right up. Okay, how did you get on? Well, sure, let's find out. Total of 38 available. Running total 12 points here. Good luck. So did you figure out Monica Lewinsky, Monica Geller / Bing, Monica Selish? Monica is your connection. Did you figure out Beetle as in Beetlejuice, as in Volkswagen, as in your insects? Did you get General Sherman, Sherman, tree, tank, and Sherman. And Wellington was your missing W, capital city of an independent nation. Windhoek, Namibia, Washington DC, obviously the US, and Poland's Warsaw. Did you get Samantha was your missing from Maxing Out, Thunder Broads? Did you get Samantha from Sex and the City? And Adam Clayton, Paul Hewson, Bono, and David Evans, all from U2, and Asterix the Gaul, Malcolm X, and Midnight Cowboy, the only X-rated movie ever to be Best Picture. Beyonce, Destiny's Child, No Doubt, Gwen Stefani, and the Go-Go's. Well done if you got the Go-Go's and Belinda Carlisle. You are far, far too smart. But sure, hope you're enjoying it nonetheless. Well done. We maybe need to up the ante a tad. But sure, it's good. Well done. We're all in this together. Well done, everybody. Your final round. What's your final round? Some tunes. Best seats in the house are on our website, where I can guarantee uninterrupted coverage. We take our chances with YouTube and Facebook, because when we play a few seconds after this, you'll keep posting your scores, and we'll have a brief, very brief interlude where you can get yourselves all psyched up for Name That Tune. So we'll have a commercial break without a commercial. So come back in a few minutes after we hang up, and we'll do Name That Tune. So your tuney round for this evening. Great scoring, Gemma. These are all songs, you know the way, well, I was about to say, you know the way that most songs seem to emanate from the UK and the US. So these have got nothing to do with either. So you're identifying the artists. The artists, please. There's 14 of them from the tune, and they're all international artists, but not from the UK, Ireland, or the US. So there you go. International tunes. You'll get a few seconds of each. 14 artists, all with an international theme. Good luck. Artists, please. Number 1.
For all those times you stood by me, for all the truth that you made me see, for all the joy you brought to my life, for all the wrong
Artist.
that you made right, for every dream you made come true.
Yeah. Non-US, non-British Isles. Artist, please. Number 2. Who's this?
You're a song written by the hands of God. Don't get me wrong, 'cause this might sound to you a bit odd, but you own the place where all my thoughts go hiding. Right under your clothes is where I find them. Underneath your clothes, there's an endless story. There's a man.
Number 2. Artist. International. Number 3. Who's this?
Like the legend of the phoenix, all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning. Look. We've come too far to give up who we are.
Okay. Okay so far? International artists. Number 4. Going back in time. A tad. Who's this? Good idea. Extra point for the nationalities. Although I haven't prepared Anne for that.
She's a model and she's looking good. I'd like to take her home, that's understood.
Okay. Anne's suggesting extra point for nationalities. That'd be good. But I haven't prepared for it, so... Don't want to get caught out. Anyway, we could guess. I could guess. I could play the quiz. A nationality. Number 5. Who's this?
And so peaceful until you fall in love. Simple, the sky up above. Simple is caving in. Wow! You never been so nuts about a guy you wanna love. You wanna cry, you cross your heart and hope to die. Till
Who's that? International artist. I think I know the nationality here. I'm safe here. Number 6. So if anybody asks me, why do you keep doing music? Well, there you go. There's why I do it. Number 7. I think we're at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 7. International. Who's this?
But my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption songs.
Number 8. International artists. Who's this? Number 8.
Man, it's a hot one, like 7 inches from the midday sun. Well, I hear you whispering the words, melt everyone, but you stay so cool. I'm on your guitar, my Spanish Harlem Mona Lisa. You're my reason for a reason. The step in my groove now. And if you said this life
Doing good. Number 9. International acts. Who's this?
There is freedom within, there is freedom without. Try to catch the deluge in a paper cup. There's a battle ahead, many battles are lost, but you never see the end of the road while you're traveling with me. Hey now, don't dream it's overhead.
Okie dokie. Doing good. Okay so far? Who's this? International.
I don't know what to say, I'll say it anyway. Today is another day to find you shying away. I've been coming for your love, okay? Take on me.
Oh, you're all too smart for this stuff. Anyway, it's good tunes. 4 to go. 11. Artists, please. Any tricky ones left?
On my pillow,
International.
leave the winter on the ground. I wake up lonely, a stare of silence in the bedroom and all around. Touch me now. I close my eyes and dream away. It must have been love, but it's all.
Straightforward. Number 12. All with the international feel. Number 12.
Tonight, would you tremble if I touched your lips? Or would you laugh? Oh, please tell me this. Now would you die for the one you love? Hold me in your arms tonight. I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain.
Two to go. International, 13 and 14. Who's this?
Su le finestre mostra a tutti il mio cuore che hai acceso. Chiudi dentro me la luce che hai incontrato per strada. Con te partirò, paesi che non ho mai veduto e vissuto con te.
And your final international artist, number 14. So, thank you for tuning in. Post your scores. Maximum this evening, 52 points. We'll have a couple of minutes comfort break and then we'll come back right up. Go to the website. If you fancy playing, name that tune with some wonderful numbers. So we'll have a break and then we'll come back on again on all channels, but YouTube and Facebook don't like it. So we're going to have a bit of a divide. Hope you enjoyed this evening. International artist, number 14. And keep posting your scores out of 52. Thank you. I'll speak to you shortly. Who's this?
I've been down, I've been beat, I've been so tired, I could not speak, I've been so lost, I could not see, I wanted things that were out of reach, then I found you and you helped me through, yeah, you showed me what to do, and that's why I'm coming back to you, yeah.
So look, get rid of these. It was a good party quiz for you experts. Maybe a tad easy, but that's okay. That's okay. 5-minute break. See you soon on all channels, but website's the best place to be for fastest finger. We'll have a 5-minute natural break. Before I give you the answers, number one, thank you. Thank you for your support. Thanks for tuning in. Go to the website, subscribe to YouTube, keep donating to our charities and to this little project. And oh yeah, we've got a football first tomorrow. We're doing a Premier League first at 3 o'clock. I believe there's a game at 4. So 3 o'clock for about half an hour. We'll do a Premier League quiz on this channel tomorrow before a game, if anybody likes football. Okay, your answers to your tunes. Thank you. Here you go. Good luck, guys. Maximum this evening, 52. Here you go. So, Celine Dion, and I know that Anne wants extra points for the nationality. Switzerland. I'm being quizzed now. Shakira, Colombia, Daft Punk, France, Kraftwerk, German, Bjork, Iceland. I think Pavarotti, obviously Italy, Bob Marley, obviously Jamaica, Santana, I assume Spain, Crowded House, New Zealand and Australia. Norway, Roxette, Sweden, I think, Enrique Iglesias, Spain, Andrea Bocelli, Italy, Brian Adams, Canada. How did I do on the nationalities? That was my little quiz. Did I miss any? So you can let me know. Out of 52, keep posting your scores. Thanks, guys. Thanks for all your comments. I think you'll give the soccer one a miss. Norway. Did I say Norway? Keep posting your scores on all channels, YouTube, Facebook, and on our website. Thanks, guys. You're awesome. we're going to shut down, but I'll be back to you in 5 minutes, less than. And we'll do Fastest Finger, Name That Tune on all channels. Some great songs, but we're going to cut off the quiz. So all the quizzes, by the way, are archived on our very own or community website. So all the historical quizzes are safely archived there. On This Day is there, and we're going to be doing more stuff on the website. So thank you, and thank you for all your donations, and thank you for all your comments. Look after yourselves, keep well, adios. And for those of you, Fastest Finger, see you in a few minutes. Well, you'll see me. Fastest Finger coming right up. Fingers crossed. See you soon.